Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Looks like Serie A is back today. There are 4 games, 2 simultaneously, because when Serie A are doing things, they never can do something wrong, or something right, sorry. No, it's impossible, they can't, they just can't give us one game on Friday so that every eye of Calcio fans are focusing on, no. 4 games on the same day. They are, at a certain moment, Genoa, Fiorentina, Inter, Monza. It's difficult to watch, but who cares? We don't have to speak about that. We'll have to speak about our game of tomorrow, Udinese, Juve. We do, as usual, the press conference, also for the people that are watching in replay. We are starting a bit earlier than usual today, because we will be there, like, I believe, 30 minutes before the start of the press conference. That should be there at midday today. The press conference of Max Allegri before Udinese, Juve. What we will do today, of course. It's quite easy. We will listen to the words of Max Allegri. We'll do simultaneous translation in English, also explaining what he's saying, how he's looking, what is the facial expression. I'm really curious to discover the new Max Allegri, 23-24 in front of microphones. Last year, he said a lot of things right. Last year, he also said a lot of things wrong that we didn't appreciate. So I'm really curious, but really sincerely curious to discover the new Max Allegri. What are the questions that the journalists will ask him? What will be the answers that he will give to us? That's what we'll do. Of course, we'll speak about Berardi, because I already see the name of Berardi in the chat. Berardi, big interview of Carnevali in Gazzetta dello Sport. We already have, of course, Gazzetta dello Sport here. We will go inside. We'll try to read it, to understand it. So Berardi to Juve, or not to Juve, what are the real words? Are the words of Carnevali sincere? Because he said that if Giuntoli would arrive with a new offer, it's too late. We will discover if it's right or not. I'm really curious, of course, but then, of course, we will go towards the press conference. I already have the beautiful jacket for the press conference, something new this season, and we'll have to dress up. We always say, if you can't go to Rome, make sure that Rome is coming to you. And that's what we are doing today. If we can't go to the press conference of Max Allegri, well, we will bring the press conference of Max Allegri home. You know it, we can't show you real live the streaming, because that's forbidden. If you want to watch it live, you have to go with a subscription on Juventus TV that I have. But we pimped it up together with my friend Aman, that is, of course, in the chat. We can see him here. This is Aman. Oh, no, it's not working yet. Wait. Let me put it on, because I did it. Here we go. With Aman that you see below. He created it at 3 a.m. in the morning. We will have to fine-tune some things, but I hope you love it. If you love the background, my friends, you see that there is a new, because you told me and you asked me to remove Di Maria, Quadrado. I even removed Cherubini, so I replaced them with a thumb up in green that Nick Bosutti is already using. You have the thumb down in red, and then you have a third one. I don't remember which one I put. The zoom, the perspective one. So if you want to, if you like, and if you appreciate that new background, make a pleasure to our friend Aman with a maximum of thumb up. I want to see 94 people that are members of the channel, a lot of them putting that thumb up, so that we are ready to go and to speak about whatever you want, waiting for the press conference of Max Allegri that should start in 25 minutes, my friends. I'm waiting for Juve to communicate us that yes, they will be live. At the moment, no. What we can see at the moment is that Romeo Agresti is already in front of the stadium, so the hour is confirmed. It will be 12 or 12 p.m. that we will start, because Romeo Agresti is already in front of the stadium. I see a maximum of green thumbs up from Maric, from Nick, from Bogdan, GTA, Risencross, Gabi, Mubasat, Styler Z, Don Simon 82. I hope you love it. And you know it, every time we have new surprises, that sometimes it's in the background, sometimes it's something else, sometimes it's a new residence like Romeo Agresti that will be here on the channel. You know it. We do a lot of things. Ciao Henrik, Juve Pulse. We had also a member that I didn't say grazie to. Grazie in English. Today I transform myself in an English-speaking person. Florian Ristea, thank you for 7 months with us. I hope we will win and have a great game. I salute you all, and forza Juve. Grande Bogdan. Go Bogdan. Grazie, Florian. Really appreciate it, my friend. Absolutely appreciate it. Who else is in the chat? GTA Bianconero, Juve Pulse, Rising Cross, fantastico from Steve Cano with a thumb up as well. Grazie, ragazzi. Okay, what do we start speaking about? Waiting for the press conference of Max. We have a bit of time. We have 22 minutes before the start, so we can speak whatever you want to. You want to see the front pages maybe to start with? That's something that we can. I already put the press conference. I will already press play. Just to be sure that everything is working. They just put it on, so we will have to wait a bit. Let's wait anyway. People want to speak about Dean Huijsen. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do to store Juventus and go towards the new numbers. We can go and speak about the new numbers that will be officially revealed later today, ragazzi. So if we go towards the new shirt, for example, but all the other ones, you see that, and I will also give you an explanation because some people were asking why is our friend Weston McKennie not inserted yet. Maybe they did overnight. Let's see and check and discover what are the new numbers of all our players. Because you know it, the list has to be given to Serie A. So you see that you have here De Sciglio with the number 2. Bremer with the number 3. Gatti with the number 4. Gatti already changed it from the 15 to the number 4. This is something that we already knew. We have Rijsenkroos Mandzukic amount of months with the channel, 17. Thank you, Rijsenkroos. Really appreciate it. It would be nice that you come back also live on the channel. I can't wait to welcome you back, my friend. Thank you for 17 months on the channel, my friend. Really appreciate it. Bonjour, Simon. Bien, merci. Et toi, comment tu vas? So, number 4 for Gatti, change it again. The deadlines to give numbers were yesterday evening to Serie A. From now on, the players can't change their number anymore, except if you have new players that are arriving, then you can. If, for example, you have a new player that wants to take the number 8 that is available, he can do it, but players can't change their number. So Gatti was super fast this season to change his number. Locatelli already changed last year from 27, I believe, to number 5. Danilo, number 6, also him changed it from number 13, I believe, to number 6 in the past. 22 to number 7 from Chiesa. So here you have already a lot of players. The only one that didn't change are De Sciglio, Bremer, Gatti changed, Locatelli, Danilo, Chiesa. I'm not speaking only about this season, but in the Juve adventure or journey. Vlahovic from the number 7 to the number 9. Pogba from the number 6 to the number 10. Kostic 17 to number 11. Also him, newness, because he did it this season. Alexandro has always have the number 12. Milik, since he started at Juve, number 14. Ealing Jr., and that's the big first newness that I'm able to share you from that number 43. You know it, when they arrive mid-season in first team, they can't take a number anymore. So usually, as they don't know that they are yet first player or not, they go with the first available player from the last one, or the number that they like from above. You know, they start with 40, 41, 42, 43. These are usually the numbers that they are taking, and that's why our friend Ealing Jr. had the number 43, and he went towards the number 17. I'm just checking if my microphone is great in terms of volume. Yes, it is, so that's good. So 43 to number 17. What does that mean? That he will stay at Juve? Well, at the moment, we are not 100% sure, because Mercato is open until the 31st of August, so we don't know yet. But from 43 to number 17, if he stays at Juve, 17 will be his new number. And it's a number that I believe that is really fantastic for Ealing. I know that he likes the number 11 a lot. That's his favorite number. That's what I know. But 17 is closer and closer to that 11 that maybe one day can go. Now, if Kostic, Mercato voice, is set to leave tomorrow, Ealing can't take that number 11 anymore. That's something I tell you already. Why? Because the number has already been official. Buongiorno Emiliano. Buongiorno Emiliano. We continue with the other numbers. Number 18 for Moise. Number 19 for Bonucci, even if he's out of the team, he's there on the side. 20 for Miretti, no changes for him. I believe the first season he had another number. I don't remember. Which was the number that he started with at Juventus first team in season 22-20, no, in 21-23. You know that I don't remember. Is there someone that remembers by heart? I can check in the meanwhile if you want to. But by heart, I don't remember. 36 for Neven? You're just guessing, huh? Tell me the truth. You're just guessing. I know that you're just guessing. I don't remember number 36 on him. Wait, I'm trying to check if I can find it or not. 47, 45, 45 something. Yeah, like this it's easy. Yeah? Wait, I numeri di maglia. Okay, I have it. There is one that is correct, and it's Styler Z. He had the number 47 when he started in first team with Juventus. Indeed. 45 something is correct. It's kind of correct, huh? 45 something. It's true. Then we have Fagioli with the number 21. Big change. Mamma mia, I'm a disaster. Disaster. You know, I bought the new shirt in the new season. When I was in Roma, I went to the store. 44. Ragazzi. This is the danger, huh? This is the danger. Fagioli, if you are listening, if you are watching at the moment the video, please know that I would love from you the number 21 signed and that you send it to my house. It would be really nice. Mamma mia, disaster, disaster. Anyway, it is what it is. You know what's the worst thing about that? I believe he never even played with a new shirt with the number 44. I don't think he did. Did he? Can someone tell me if yes or no Fagioli played with the new shirt? Because I know he had that injury against Sevilla. I don't think so. Huh? I don't think so. The last game was against Sevilla on the 18th of May. But we didn't play with... Nah, mamma mia. Styler is already kind of confirming. But I knew because I did the interview with him. I did the interview with him, and I knew that he loved the number 21. I knew it. And after 21, his dream is the number 10. So I knew that there was a possibility for him to change, but as he didn't change with Gatti, as he didn't change with Kostic, I said, you know... And then I tried to have some sources. And there was a really important source that I will, of course, not reveal here on the channel. A really important source that told me, Beppe, be confident. He loves the number 21, but this season he stays with the number 44. I promise you, I can tell you, I have the messages. He told me, and I will not reveal you, don't be afraid. You are in the store, there is not a problem. You can buy, tranquillo, the number 44. Wait. Cremonese, Juventus, Fagioli, goal. Because some people here are telling me, Beppe. Oh, ragazzi, no. No, okay, I'm not sad anymore. I am not sad anymore. Indeed. It took... No, it's not Monblano, ragazzi. It took the shirt, 44, and he scored with it. Oh. No, I'm happy. Okay, I have the shirt that Fagioli scored his last goal in 22-23. Oh, okay, ragazzi. No, I'm happy. It's a good thing. Okay, I can't complain. But then we have to continue because it's not over. Before the press conference that is starting in 15 minutes, then we go towards the press conference, of course. Huh? But now we continue for a bit. So what are the other numbers that we were speaking about? 21 for Fagioli. Timothy Weah, 22. That's a new number for him. 24 for Rugani always have that number. 25 for Rabiot, always the same number. 26 from the 21 to the number 26. I think it's a beautiful gesture also for him to give that shirt. Cambiaso, 27. And then you have Mattia Soulé. That had also him another number when he was promoted in the first team. And I think it was the number 40 something for Mattia Soulé. Let me check. I try to check the number that he was wearing. Soulé, numero di maglia. Okay, I have the number. I remember now. I don't know if you remember. What was the first number of Sule in first team? It's tough, huh? It's not easy, huh? And then we'll speak about 46 indeed. 46 for Sule. Now, before going to the press conference, there are two players that are missing. Weston McKennie and Nicolussi. Nicolussi Caviglia. Good news about Nicolussi and Huijsen and Yildiz. Sorry, wait. Huijsen, Yildiz, Nicolussi, and Weston McKennie. So we have already the numbers. And I have also a really nice one. A nice thing that I want to share with you. So Weston McKennie is changing from the 8 to the number 16. That's the official number that has been communicated to Serie A. He has not been inserted yet here on the list. The reason is that the site is under construction. It will be finalized with the end of the Mercato. So in 2 weeks, to avoid players taking the number 16, not being sure, whatever, in 2 weeks, when Mercato will be closed, so in 12 days, the numbers will be official for all the missing players. You know, who is part of the team, who is not part of the team. Now they just did an update about the players that were already there, giving them another number. McKennie was not there, so they didn't insert the name of Weston McKennie at the moment. So there is nothing strange to see about the goalkeepers, number 1, number 36, and number 23, if I'm not wrong, from Szczesny, Perin, and Pinsoglio. Then you have Nicolussi with the number 41. Please don't spoil. Please don't spoil Comedy Hub. Otherwise, I will ban you and I will not read your messages anyway. Nicolussi, great question from a lot of people. When they saw the site, they didn't see him. They were pissed off. Then when they heard that he received the number 41, they were not happy. So I made my investigation that I already did in the past, of course. So I was already aware about it. But if you're looking to Nicolussi Caviglia on Instagram, no, Nicolussi Caviglia, HNS, Hans Nicolussi Caviglia, what can you see on his profile here? 41 is actually the reverse of number 14. Okay, I have put Comedy Hub in timeout because it was annoying. I was not able to see anymore the people. Fantasy team, no, Mufi, don't play with Perin. Don't play with Perin. You will not play that many games. One competition only. So don't do it. But Hans Nicolussi, his favorite number is 14. And indeed, Styler G is actually spoiling the quiz that I wanted to do with all the people. Why the 14? Because his idol is Johan Cruyff. And from the 14 to the number 41, because 14 is already used by Milik, he went to the number 41. So that's number that he really appreciate. I believe that from the moment that the 14 in the future will be free, he will jump on it. He will absolutely jump on it. So here we are okay. Here we are okay with the number of him. And then you have the two guys. You have the two guys. You have Nicolussi and you have Nicolussi. No, sorry. What am I speaking about? I'm a bit distracted. What is happening? Basta. Sorry, guys. I can't show you here. Anyway. Let me check because I have a really nice one that I wanted to show you. Okay, I have it. I know who tweeted it. Super nice. Super nice about the numbers of our kids. Look at this. Wait, Mamma mia, how many tweets? A lot of tweets. Here. Look, this is a really nice, fun fact. Nothing special, but really fun fact. When they were promoted in the next gen team, not simultaneously, but first Huijsen, then Yildiz. Huijsen took from the number 42 with the next gen, and Yildiz the number 40. When they went in the USA tour, number 37 for Huizen, number 39 for Yildiz. Now, when they will play with the first team this season, they will wear the number 13 for Huizen, number Yildiz 15. You see what is always there? The pattern. Do you see the pattern or not? There is a pattern. I don't know if they were thinking about it or if it's just a coincidence, but there is always a 2 gap. So there is always 2 numbers between each other. That's a nice one, huh? That's a nice thing. I love that one. I love that 2 gap numbers. Huizen, 2, 2, 2. Probably a coincidence for Majet. Could be, could be. But it's a nice one. Maybe it was a coincidence the first time. Maybe it was a coincidence in the tour in USA. Maybe now they didn't think about it and they said, oh, you know what? They're free. Let's do it. I love it. Like Ruben. I love it. It's a really nice one. Oh, ragazzi, you see, when you want nice things to know, here it is. That's when you have absolutely nothing to do in your life. I agree with Christian when he's saying, Beppe, yeah, but it's annoying, the reversed order, because that 42-40, it's a bit annoying. I totally agree with that. If you are really the one precise, it's annoying. 13, a jinxed number. No, why? Why is it a jinxed number? Friday 13 brings bad luck. But the number 30, yeah, it could be, but depends. In Italy, no, huh? In Italy, it's not even the 13th. It's another day. It's another day. Anyway, okay, can we go towards the press conference of Max Allegri now? Well, before switching to this new screen, what is the question that you would ask Max Allegri? What is the question that you would ask to Max Allegri? That's something that I want to know. It's the first. Don't forget, ragazzi, it's the first of the season. We just start a new season. So what is the question that you would ask to Max Allegri in that first press conference of Max Allegri? Luke Papa, if you start with what's your favorite pizza, I'm not sure if your boss, that is a paper, an online site, will let you go the second time. I'm not sure. You can ask, you will have your moment of glory, but I'm not sure because you have one question only. It's one question only. Some places have no 13th floor. It's true. We have a number 13. Question of Henrik, as simple as that. Are we ready, mister? Good question. The answer will be yes, even if there are still a lot of things to do and the optimal form will be seen in a few weeks, not today. That will be the answer if that question will be asked. Did you watch the Barbie movie? Another great information. Status on Pogba and his improvement and involvement early this season. Later on today, we will see the squad list. Why today? Because you know it, we always go with the same standards. When it's home, you have the squad list the day of the game because we are home. They don't have to travel. When they're traveling away, then it's the day before, especially when they have to take the plane or the train or something like that. Then, if there is sometimes a difference when it's really close. For example, when they play the derby, della Mole, then it can be sometime that they decide the day himself to give the squad list. But I'm expecting the squad list today. So do we have some serious question or do we continue to go with a fun question a la why are you handsome? How was your vacation today, Max? My favorite pizza. If you want to know, mamma mia, guys. Today, full power. Let's speak about pizza. No, I love champignon, so mushroom and ham. Mushroom, ham, tomato sauce, mozzarella. That's what I love. Depending the place where you are, it always have a different name. Sometimes it's called funghi e prosciutto. Sometimes in other countries it's called regina. Sometimes it's called capricciosa. It depends where you go in the world, but these are the ingredients that I really love. But who cares? Because we have to speak about serious question. Ragazzi, Eric, who do you consider as main contender and surprising challenge team for the... Oh, that's a good one. He will probably tell you, I try to guess, we have 3 minutes before we start. He will probably tell you Napoli, title contender. Mercato of Inter has been great. Lazio, continuity, but also reinforced themselves a lot during the Mercato. And Milan did a huge Mercato. Then pay attention to surprises. Udinese, that has no new coach, but the continuity, because Udinese is a tactical team, is a physical team. It's not a surprise anymore, because last year they did really great things, and so on. That's what he will tell you. He will insert Udinese of course. How do we see potential in young players, or the most important attributes? How he can discover this potential? That's a good question. This one I can't answer you. Why? Because nobody ever asked that question. It's a good question. It's a really good question. But wait, the second part I can answer. 1 minute before the start. We know it before we start. I will already put the sound on, just to be sure that it's working. Wait. It's working. Of course, the answer will be, and I can already tell you that, about the most important attributes, it's the maturity of a player. That's for him more important than the skills or whatever. For a young player, the maturity of a player. Maturity is already mature in terms of personality. Then that's what he will tell you in number 1. 100% sure. Press conference should start in a bit. I'm just waiting for Max to arrive. Oh, they already stopped the music. So he should arrive. It's the first one, so there are maybe some technical problems. I'm just waiting for Max Allegri to arrive. He's not there yet. Hola, Pueblo. I know. They are restarting the music at the moment, so it's not there yet. Hola, Pueblo. When are we having you back? When you want. I see that for the Spanish people, Romeo Agresti will be on Pueblo Juve soon. I don't remember exactly the date. I believe the 22nd, if I am not wrong. Let me check. It will be on the 22nd. So in 3 days, in Spanish Pueblo Juve, Romeo Agresti will be there. Buongiorno, Dave. Good morning, Dave. I would ask if he thinks that our Mercato is over. Attenzione, because Max Allegri is there. So we will honor him, of course, because it's press conference, ragazzi. Attenzione, attenzione. The jacket is there. We go with the press conference. Hey, I told you. If you can't go to the press conference, let's bring the press conference to you. So let's listen. Buongiorno is the question. No, buongiorno is the answer. First press conference of the season. As always, one question per journalist. If there are more time, we can go with more questions at the end. So, we start. First question. From an emotional point of view, how do you start the season? Emotional point of view. Good morning to everyone. Welcome back. The first game, it's normal. There is always a lot of curiosity from everyone because it's the first one. It's a new season. The championship starts again. we start again with games where the points are counting. So tomorrow will be the first one of a journey, of a path that will continue to end of March. Second question, Giovanni Albanese, Sport Italia. With the Mercato, if you go in the season with the team that you have today, so no exits and no entries, is this team ready to run and chase the Scudetto? Attenzione, important question. Looking sharp, Beppe, thank you, Lord. About the Mercato, you know that it's the management that is thinking about that. They are paying attention about what we have to do. I'm really happy about the players that are at disposal, but more importantly, about how the group is working. That is working really well. But of course, tomorrow we start the season with games that are really important because they are counting, and the games will be totally different. Where we can arrive, we will see. Ongoing, because the team has a lot of improvement margin. We have to be great and good at arriving in the month of April and being in the top 4 at that moment. Ragazzi, when sometimes I'm stuttering or when sometimes I'm waiting before, it's because Max Allegri is waiting. He's thinking himself how to say things. It's not that it's Max. So I try to keep the tempo of Max Allegri. Giovanni Guardalà, Sky Sport. It's a bit a strange season this year because you have no cups to play. I don't remember when it happened the last time for Juventus and also to you. But the last time it happened to Juve, without cups to play, they won the Scudetto as the outsider of that competition. Against your Milan. Without the cups, do you have a bit more pressure? And is it an advantage to not play every 2 times a week, actually, every 3 days? So the question is, the last time that Juventus didn't play the Cups, they won the Scudetto against your Milan, because he was the coach of Milan. Is it an advantage now to be a bit an outsider and not to play every 3 days? Answer of Max Allegri. I don't know if it's an advantage or not. We will discover that. I know one thing. It's that technically you are changing the way that you are training and working, because of course you have 1 week, so you have more time to prepare the game. So, but don't forget that not playing Champions League, it's making us sad. We are disappointed because the club is used to participate to Champions. I believe it's already since 2010 myself, except of the 2 years that I stopped, that I always play the Champions League. So it's a motive of being proud. It's an important competition. So I don't know if it's a benefit or not, but not participating to the Champions League, it's not a beautiful thing. Especially because we conquered the participation on the field. But we will have to be great to transform that, let's call it disappointment, to not play Champions League, and change it in anger to arrive and to make results in the weekend. Fabiana Della Valle, Gazzetta dello Sport. You already spoke about Mercato, 10 days to go before the end of Mercato. Not changing a lot during the Mercato can sometimes also be a benefit. Would you sign to stay as you are today, so that they are not selling you any important player before the end of the Mercato? Max Allegri, I don't sign any paper. I just know that the team is working well. There are players that have 1 more year experience at Juventus, and that means that they can do only better. I'm really happy. I'm actually super satisfied about how we are working, but the calcio d'estate, the summer football, is totally different. We saw beautiful things, but tomorrow is the game that counts because the 3 points are there. So he didn't answer the question. Would he sign to remain like that with these players? He said, I signed nothing. Is he hoping for some players? We will discuss about that after the press conference. Can you do me a favor? Ragazzi, we don't even have 100 likes. We are with 200 people. Can we go with 100 likes at least, ragazzi? Oh, the question. Question about the journalist. Are you having that sense of revenge or with everything that happened last season? Or do you reset everything and you start with zero? Fresh mind and fresh everything. Max Allegri. It is not revenge about what happened last year because these things happened off the field. We have to think about work. The benefit is that everything has been closed now and that now we can concentrate and we know that what we will do on the field will be the real result. Will give us the possibility to play champions or not champions next year. Again, our really important objective is to play Champions League next year. Because this is in the DNA of the club, for the trainer, for the management, for the club, for the players. And not playing Champions League for Juventus is something that we are a bit frustrated about. It's a bit strange. Important question. You had some time to think about the new season that is coming. What will be the changes, especially in game style, that you will bring to Juventus 23-24? I'm making the question short. It was really long because they try to be politically correct. But actually the question is that, will you change something in your game style, in the approach of the game? Let's listen to the answer of Max Allegri. Changes. Once you start the season with the staff, we are making some evaluation with the characteristics about the players. And according to the characteristic of the players, we are structuring the work. And that's what we did. Something that we can see. But to maintain, to keep it, we have to reach results. The big enthusiasm that there is today, the will that we have, and I mean the will wait, let me he didn't answer. He didn't really answer technically and tactically. He said that when you start a season, so in the beginning, you check the characteristic of the players and you impose your structure of work accordingly. But it's true that the enthusiasm that you see, that really will of doing really well, that we saw and that we were able to notice in the last few weeks, it will a lot depend, of course, of the results, because the result will change sometime the mood, but we will have to be strong to keep these results, to have and reach the winnings so that the enthusiasm can stay really high. Because, of course, the objective is to participate to next Champions League. And I tell you, and I repeat you, we already did it last year. So the kids, they already reached it. But unfortunately, because of off-the-field topics, we are not able to play it. So technically, he didn't answer. Romeo Agresti. How did your relationship with Giuntoli start, and what did he bring in your daily work? We have a great relationship with Giuntoli, but also with Giovanni Manna. They are working really well. Giuntoli integrated really well, and he's continuing to integrate really well into the club. Everything is going well, and I'm super happy about that. Chiesa and Vlahovic, we are expecting a lot about them. What did you work with them on the players? Did you work a bit more to let them be involved into the game, yes or no? Max Allegri. Chiesa, I already said it multiple times. Federico came back totally different than last year. More awareness, more serenity, because don't forget that the year before, after the injury, was really a disaster. And he has a different leg, but you can already see it when he's playing. It's totally different than last year. About Dusan, he had a moment of ups and downs because he had some problems with pubalgia. Now he's doing better. He's not yet at 100% because he missed a part of the preparation, of the summer preparation, but Saturday against Atalanta, he did a really beautiful first half. We have Milik, we have Moiskin, that tomorrow will not be there because he received a knock and he will not be at disposal. We have Yildiz, that is a player that is coming from the youth academy, but really, he's a really great player. So from the strikers, I'm super happy. Attenzione, 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 attenzione. I think we have a small news. Moiskin, but we already could think about it, will not participate tomorrow. But Kenan Yildiz will be there. Kenan Yildiz will be there, and he's when you see the face of Max Allegri, he's speaking really, really beautifully about that, but really sincerely about Kenan Yildiz, saying that he's a fantastic player. Attenzione. Is Kenan Yildiz conquering the heart of Max Allegri? Attenzione. We continue. Sky Sport. Summer football, you said that you have to take it with a grain of salt. But we also saw the comeback to the goal of Paul Pogba in that small game. Can you tell us how Pogba is doing? What we are expecting from him, and will he be already tomorrow in the called up? From Paul, I'm super happy. From the last days, he did a beautiful game in family. It's a different player than the other ones. Last year he had that injury, so he's coming from 1 year, 18 months of inactivity. Having him at disposal all days for every game would be already a beautiful benefit. Then if he can play 20 or 30 minutes, we hope that he has no more injuries so that he has a condition to grow. He didn't answer if he will called up tomorrow, but already having him at disposal every single day is a beautiful step for Paul Pogba. Thank you, Sam, by the way. It's a long question. I'm trying to listen. He's asking basically about prediction of Serie A. As I told you before, he said the favorite one is Napoli because the one that wins is always favorite. That's what I told you. And then don't forget Inter, that is a strong team. Milan, La Lazio, that arrived second last year. We didn't start yet. A lot of things we have to monitor. In a few Sundays, we will be able to understand a bit what will be the trend and what will be the perspective of points in Serie A. One thing for sure that we have to become better It's a game away. Oh, attenzione! Max Allegri that is saying there is one thing that we have to do much better, and it's the games away. Because the difference between us watching the points that we made last season, between us and Napoli that won the Scudetto, is 15 points of difference. Away, huh? We did 30 points and Napoli did 45. And that's the difference of Serie A. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's the one that I love. You know, because usually it's the statisticians that are looking at these kind of stats. But here, Max Allegri is saying we have to do better away from home. Being conscious that also away you have to go and win the games. Now you have two ways of interpreting it. Or you attack and you score more, or you defend better when you scored. Attenzione. I didn't say that we would attack and play 5-0 games out of home. Juventus News 24. Can you give a comment about Roberto Mancini that left La Nazionale? But who cares about that anyway? But sincerely, it's a press conference of Max Allegri. Who cares about Spalletti going to Nazionale and Mancini leaving? Who cares? What is the question? Dai! I want to know about Huysen, about, I don't know, about how many goals Rabiot will score this season, who will start tomorrow, Szczesny, Perin. Hey, what are you asking, Mancini? I don't care about Mancini, mamma mia. Because then what are you expecting as an answer? The answer of Max Allegri is, it's difficult to give an answer from me, because when you are at the external part, you don't know. It's even impossible. We don't know what happened. I can only say that Roberto did a great job at La Nazionale. He won a European Cup. Then he has his motifs. And then I wish the best of luck for Spalletti. That is an important role after the win of the Scudetto. No, but seriously, che cazzo, on s'en fout. We don't care, ragazzi. I said it in Italian, in French, and in English. We don't care about that. I want to know who starts tomorrow, Szczesny or Perin, because we didn't see Szczesny. That's what I want to know. I want to know Udinese. Other question. You started your comeback of Juve 2 seasons ago against Udinese. Now it's already your 3rd year. What is the difference with 2 years ago? Where did Juventus change and where did you change in these 2 years? And let us know at the end of the season where you will be satisfied, or how can you say I am satisfied at the end of the season. First of all, let me say thank you to Kirill. Really appreciate it, my friend. Really appreciate it. Really, really, really. Thank you, Kirill. Let's listen to the good question and the good answer from Max Allegri. It's never a year zero, because every year you work to do better than the year before. Then some players are changing. We have to work with the ones that we have with different characteristics. How will I be satisfied at the end of the year? Well, if I am able to work well with my team, and then of course to achieve results. What is the result? As I always told you, let's not do the titles now. Juventus is fighting to win the Scudetto. Juventus, when they start, they always start to reach the maximum result. Of course, you start with a minimal objective. That is the one to come back in Champions League. Or I mean, playing it, because also last year we reached it. So on this one, there are no doubts. But we start one step at a time. We have to grow, also in physical condition. But especially starting with enthusiasm, that will of going to chase victories that are going week on week on week, and not anymore at the moment every 3 days. So I love that answer is a great answer. Look, don't start with your bold big titles on the papers. Juventus, they will fight for the Scudetto. Juventus, they said that they don't fight for the Scudetto, but top 4. No, that's not what we are saying here. As the history of Juventus has always been, Juventus starts the first day of any competition to win it, or at least to reach the maximum out of it. And from that moment on, you have a minimal objective. And the minimal objective is to enter top 4. But you don't put limits to your dreams. You start Serie A, you start when you play Champions League, when you play Coppa Italia, when you play whatever competition, with the desire, the intention that you want to win it. The message of Kirill was because of Spalletti, but I think he is agreeing. Thank you, Kirill. And then I see another super sticker from Andrei Olinici. Grazie, Andrei. Really appreciate it. Let's continue with the press conference. Repubblica. The same question as a bit earlier before. We saw in the last days that Juventus has been particularly active on the rumors of Mercato. Do you believe that the team that we will see on the 2nd of September will be the same one that you will have tomorrow at disposal? Max Allegri. I believe no. Because Wait. The question was a bit different. Wait. He said, I believe there will be no other changes because I think that the team that we have at disposal is good. But then if something can happen from today until the 2nd of September, I don't know. Everything can happen. What is really important is making some reflection, thinking about the number, the quantity of players that we have to keep in the team. We will have to evaluate the players that can stay or not to understand the best way for these players. Because it makes no sense to stay with 23, 24 when we have only 1 game a week. Eventually, we have the 5 games of Coppa Italia on top of it. So, ragazzi, again, we started shrinking the team. I made a video yesterday where I explained what the big work from 45 players going towards 28 plus 4 that are unwanted. The big work that is, because we are 32, but it's absolutely not enough. He's also saying, it makes no sense to be with 23, 24 players when you have only 1 game a week. So Max Allegri's target is not even that 28 players, not even 25, but even going lower. So what is the ideal number? Probably it's 22, 23. I believe indeed, like Pueblo Juve is saying, that this is kind of a Miretti on loan, probably. Could be, Could be. Stefano Lanzo, Tutto Sport. About the wings. Do we have to expect Cambiaso and Weah? And what about Fagioli? Is he ready? Fagioli trained well. He's ready to be at disposal. I have to decide who play in the middle of the field. According to the wings, I have 4 players for 2 spots. So this afternoon I will decide. So it will be the first game. The changes will be really important. It will be really hot and warm, so we will have to be ready. So he's not really answering. I believe that Fagioli can go and travel with the team, where he didn't answer for Pogba. So Fagioli can travel, will not play from the start. Still decisions to take in the middle of the field. And on the wings, 4 players. Who is he speaking about? Weah, Cambiaso, Ealing Jr., Kostic. And he will understand. It could be that Cambiaso can start on the bench for one simple reason: to give the sub to Weah on the right side of the field, with Ealing entering for Kostic. That's what I start now to think about, speaking about the bench players. Pogba, I will evaluate if bringing him at Udine or not. This was the last question. This was the last question of Max Allegri about Pogba. This afternoon he will evaluate if he will bring Paul Labille Pogba at Udine or not. Ragazzi, can you tell me the experience, because I don't know, the experience of the background of Max Allegri here, that we are listening to him with me, with the costume, with the suit jacket in the television that is translating. For the people that are member, please put a green thumb up if you like it. For the people that don't like it, red thumb down. For the other people, let me know if you like it or not, so that we know if we have to improve it or if we have to go back to the last season that was more or less this one. That was last season one, and we changed towards this one. Let me know if you like it or not. In the meanwhile, I will take my jacket away. And you saw, of course, that I was, of course, doing a suit jacket with the short. Of course, the shorts are there. Woo! I'm sweating, it's warm. It's warm. Beppe, Chiesa and Kenan Yildiz up front. I don't know, but probably, maybe in second half with Moise Kean that is not there. So people looks like they like it, so I'm happy. Thank you. Guys, I'm sweating because of the headphones. It's really warm, you see it. Can you give me just, and I did my, of course, my shower before starting. Can you give me 1 second that I go to refresh myself a second, and then we analyze the post-press conference, because he said some important things about Moise Kean, Yildiz, about Fagioli, about Pogba, about the minimal objective. Give me just 1 second, and then we can debrief that. So just wait for me, don't go away. Thank you. I'm back. I'm back. I had no audio. Thank you for people telling me. So we have already 45 people that totally left. Thank you for the people that stayed. Always the same. If I go 2 minutes to the bathroom or refreshing myself, disaster. Anyway, ragazzi, what is, because that's the most important one, because you know it, why I'm translating, I'm not always answering your questions. What is the most important thing that you heard today? I see that we have our friend Reisencross that says that the journalist needs to upgrade their question. I saw some good questions today, some good questions. But what is the takeaway? If there is one thing that you have to take away from this press conference, what would it be? I need a butler so I don't go away. Yeah, we'll do that for next time. I'm feeling very confident about the season. Very, very confident for Giancarlo. Yildiz. Yildiz, I tell you, because I watched it live, the face of Allegri when he spoke about Yildiz says more than 1,000 words. The face when he said the name Yildiz and the words next to it, were really, really impressive. I believe that he has been really impressed by Yildiz in this summer session. You know, for these young kids, summer session, you know, sometimes you say it's just to fill the team because we are not enough, because you need a maximum of rotation. It's good to have them with you. I think that he has been really impressed because that's your moment to shine. That's your moment to prove it. You remember, I go back to the words of Cambiaso in his press conference when Cambiaso said that Italy is not always giving trust or opportunities to youth is a thing that maybe it's a bit exaggerated because sometimes, or a lot of time, people are just not ready. How many times in our past did we speak about youth players that were fantastic? We wanted them in first team and they never succeeded. Probably, you know, the quality of players of youth is not what we are expecting to play in first team of Juve. While we know that we are investing in our youth academy since now it will be the 6th year that we are really thinking about it to invest more. First, in terms of profit plus valenza. Secondly, to really start thinking about them. You remember the famous words of Andrea Agnelli in his last press conference when he was saying goodbye? He said something super important. He said that in a few years, the ideal thing would be to have like 5-6 youth academy players being in first team. So we are going towards that. We are still believing it more. If we are thinking that, I don't know, because Mercato is not closed and Max Allegri spoke about shrinking the team, again, continuing to shrink the team. If we are, I don't know if Miretti will be there or not, but at today we have a Nicolussi that is a vintage youth academy player, but a Nicolussi, a Moiskin, Miretti, Fagioli, at the moment Sule, Ealing Jr., Kenan Yildiz, Huijsen. Some will leave. Sule maybe, Miretti maybe. Even if yesterday Gianluca Di Marzio said that he will stay, Nicolussi, well, let's wait, let's see. But I don't know if some will leave or not, but you are really going towards that target of players. Now the next step is having some that are really playing with continuity in that first team, like Fagioli has at the moment the most chances to, and probably in the future a player, if he's not leaving, Dean Huijsen, and maybe why not a Kenan Yildiz. But Kenan Yildiz was a super important topic that I appreciate, especially how he spoke about it. That's something that I really liked. He didn't speak about Yildiz, about Huijsen. The question was not there, but at the moment, if you are thinking logically, without entries, we need 6 defenders. Huijsen also took the number 13 for the first team. Another proof, he didn't play with the next gen when he had the opportunity to play with the next gen. So it's a player that, according to me, at today, the 19th of August, is really a first team player. But he didn't. Allegri uses cautious approach. Yes, I agree. Really cautious. The enthusiasm from the team, Yildiz and Pogba, is on the way back. So the word enthusiasm has been said a lot. So we feel a really positive atmosphere in Juventus team. That's something that we were able to feel ourselves as supporters from what happened in LA, from what happened in San Francisco, in Orlando. That's something that we are able to see in that family game in the stadium. When we see some players in front of microphones or when we see them speaking to the papers, you feel really another really positive atmosphere. Giorgio Chiellini yesterday spoke to Gazzetta dello Sport about that good vibes that were present in the team. And today Max Allegri is repeating it. Then that enthusiasm is something that is really so difficult to maintain, that you have to work to continue to maintain enthusiasm. Because if you start tomorrow and you lose the game, I'm touching wood, my head, and things that I can't mention on the channel. If you are losing tomorrow or not winning tomorrow, I will even say not winning tomorrow, that enthusiasm is really volatile. Do we say that word in English? Volatile. That means it can fly away like this. And this is something that we have to really pay attention to. Winning helps to maintain that enthusiasm high. When you are playing twice a week, you have immediately your second opportunity during the week to work back and to gain again a bit of enthusiasm. Because if you're losing a game in Serie A, but you are able again in Europe to win that second game, you forget and you can approach that second game in Serie A. Oh, sorry. You can hey guys, it's midday for everyone. You can approach that second game of Serie A with a positive mindset. Then if you are playing once a week, you have an entire week to go in negative thoughts and we lost. Look at the comments of the people online. People are not happy, they are frustrated. I did a really bad performance, I didn't choose really well the formation. So we will have to work on it, and the results, now that the points are really counting, now that it's important, will be something that we will have to work on. I see here on the channel that I can say whatever I want. I can also do some blurbs or whatever. People do not care. People do, they just debate. Continue. Thank you for 27. Did I forget to mention someone? Florian, 7 months, 17 for Rise and Cross, 13 months for Sam Mikalev. Vamos, we go for a second tier. I don't know if Sam is still here in the chat. Maybe Sam I forgot to say thank you for. I was watching at the small picture of Sam. I have exactly the same with all my friends. I was thinking that you just stole my picture, but no, it's a different one. And then I said thank you to Kirill and also to Andrei. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. It is absolutely crucial to start well. I think this team we need a fantastic start. Last year we started well with Sassuolo. With a 3-0, even if it was a game that was, the result was lying a bit. Because if you go back and if you watch again that Juve Sassuolo, or Sassuolo, it was Juve Sassuolo. If you're watching again that game, honestly, it's a game that probably we don't deserve to win 3-0. It's a game that until that first cooling break at the 23rd minute, I believe, something like that, or 27th, Juventus was kind of dominated on a 0-0. We come back from that cooling break and Di Maria is changing the game with a fantastic first opening goal. But the game in itself was a bit not correct. We do a 2-2 against Udinese with honestly one of the most beautiful starts ever, because Paulo Dybala scores immediately. Cuadrado, a few minutes later, you are up 2-0 and you are going with a harakiri with a Szczesny that was doing big mistakes. But the start of Udinese was much better than the start against Sassuolo. Then you have a fantastic game of 3-0-1 Juve Sampdoria under Pirlo, that also there gave us so much hope with Frabotta, the new Zambrotta, with a fantastic start of Juve. I believe that the start will not be only Udinese, but will be Udinese, will be Bologna at home, will be the third game, if I'm not wrong, that third game is Empoli, and then Lazio Lazio after the international break. But let's put a group of 3 games. Why? Because after the 3 games, you have a first international break with Spalletti. What a stupid question, by the way. I'm sorry to say it, but anyway. But Udinese, Bologna, Empoli, 3 games in 3 weeks that you have to go with the 9 points. Because if you are able to go with the 9 points, you go in international break for 1 week with really beautiful positive thoughts. And then you can attack Lazio. You can attack the Sassuolo game with probably a Berardi at that moment and a Lecce to close the month of September. Thank you for Hidayat to becoming a new member of the channel. Really appreciate it, my friend. Welcome. What else was important? Well, Pogba, he will decide this afternoon if yes or no he has to take him with him at Udinese. Tomorrow, I told you since a week, I believe, when Tuttosport was saying that he would be called up for Udinese game, I continue to think that Pogba will be available against Bologna, not against Udinese. Then, I will be happy if he's there. Fagioli, yes, Fagioli will be there. I just started to change my mind because he didn't say a lot about the possible formation of tomorrow because he didn't receive a lot of questions. But if we go towards the tactical pad, I believe this is the formation I gave you. I said Perin, but apparently Szczesny is back. So Szczesny, Alexandro, Bremer, Danilo, Locatelli, Rabiot, Miretti, Weah, Cambiaso, Chiesa, Vlahovic. I'm just starting to change my mind about one player. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I believe that we will see Kostic starting over Cambiaso. Why? Because it's true that it's warm. It's the first game of the season. I believe that we will see this to rotate the wings, because we know that on the wings it's the work where, or it's the zone of the field where we will see the most energy that will be spent, because we will play a lot with our wingers, not as last year in asking them to do this, but really asking them to really be energetic to go up in counter-attack and so on and so on, and to ask them to go forward. So that can be a possible here doubt and change. Why Alexandro? I already told you, ragazzi. You can believe me or not. You can like it or not. You can like Alexandro, whatever you want to. I already explained you when you have today, and I'm saying today. Why? Because Weah is also on a journey to grow himself. When you have a Weah, you need to cover him. You need to cover him. Weah, if you want to play with a more offensive style, this is what all of us are asking. Playing with at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, if not 5.5. 5.5 in the offensive side of the opponents. If that's what we want to see, then you need also some backup. If Kostic is already used with 1 year of Allegri, paying attention and going down when needed, not always, but when needed, with Cuadrado that perfectly knew what Max was asking for him, Weah needs to still develop and understanding the moments. If you are playing with a Gatti here, Danilo here, without Alexandro, Gatti is a player that is super aggressive and goes super high. With a Weah high, with a Gatti high, you can possibly cause a problem in your defense. That is the zone that I will show you in a second. That is this zone here can be a real problem. And that's why you are playing a bit more secure with a Danilo at the moment. Then, towards the second half, can you put a Gatti here with a Cambiaso on the right side? Or if you need to score a goal more or whatever, that's a tactical change that you can do without any problem. In the season, in a few games, 3-4 games, when Weah will have totally understand his role, is able to come back, and then you can play with a Gatti and with a Weah. And I believe it will go really fast. But that's what I believe. Then, we can speak about it for hours. It will always be the same explanation. Is it? Would I love to have a Weah that was further in preparation, paying attention? Would I have loved to have a Gatti that is sometimes, like also confirmed last year by Locatelli when I was live with him, a bit less crazy in certain moments of the game? Yeah, probably. But that combo Gatti-Weah today, maybe we have to pay attention. Beppe, our first 10 games, we will win 8 and tie 2. That's my prediction. That's a bold one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Atalanta and Torino are the one that we start with in October to finish the first 8, and then you continue with Milan, the 9th game, and Verona, the 10th game. Well, I sign for a 10 games, 8 wins, and 2 ties. I kind of sign, even if I would have preferred to have 30 points after 10 games. Unfortunately, I think the hype of preseason will get to our hands. No, I don't think so. But it depends on the result. Again, it depends on the result. You lose, and it's gone. It's gone. My outright prediction about this season is that we will finish 3rd place in Serie A with a possibility to challenge for 2nd place, and that we will win the Coppa Italia. Coppa Italia is really difficult to predict. Why? Because you are playing 5 games if you arrive into the final, where you have in or out the first game, in or out the second game, a semi-final with home and away, and then the final that is a 1 game only. Difficult to predict a win in Coppa Italia because you don't know who is your opponent, you don't know what it's in January, how is the team in January, I have no idea. What else was important in the press conference of Max? Again, and hopefully it's clear because I'm repeating it since I don't know how many weeks, but people, they continue to go with their narrative. We accept mediocrity. How is it possible that a team like Juve, they are targeting top 4? No. I believe it has been explained really clearly once and for all. I hope the objective of Juventus is starting every single season, as we always did in our history, to go and to take the maximum of that competition, of that league, or whatever. That means, what is the maximum? Try to win. Try to compete and win. When you have a minimal objective. Minimal objective is the one that is putting you stress. The one that you can't fail. The one that you have to go for. Because Juventus DNA is reaching Champions League. Champions League today, it's not only the glory. It's not only having one more game. It's not only having a bit more money. No, today it's vital. Vital for all the consequences that you have, because a team like Sassuolo is not planning entries of Champions League. They are not planning 80 million euro entry. Juventus team is a team that is forecasting an entry every single year of 80 million euro minimum entry. Then you can even do better and have 110, 120 million euro from the Champions League. But that's a minimum. So when you are missing the Champions League qualification, ragazzi, you are going towards a really, really, really tough, dark time. Why? Because you can't attract players. Look at our mercato. How many big, huge players has been linked with Juve? Zero. You can't attract players. You don't even have the money for that. You play one competition only. That means that you have to shrink your team. And that's also another thing that Max Allegri said. Having 24 players for one competition only, it's a lot. I repeat you, how many players are playing in a game? 11 plus 5. So you go towards 15 players max. If you have 24 players, 24, which today we still have with the unwanted ones, 32. With 24 players, that means that you have 8 players that are not even playing. 2 goalkeepers plus 6 players on the field. Some people are saying Roma would win. I didn't place them really high personally. Mufit is still monitoring the swap deal between you and Roma, between me and Agresti. Okay, what is the swap deal for people that do not know, but the majority already know? The post-game the day after the game, not the day of the game. The day of the game, we do a live here post game as usual. I will be on Twitch for the watch along. It will be in Italian tomorrow. So Italian watch along on Twitch Juventus. Then I will be here on my channel for the post game as usual. And then the day after, 11 p.m. Italian time, I will be live on the channel of Romeo Agresti to speak about the weekend, to speak about, of course, Mercato, but also about the game, what we saw, ratings, whatever. That's what we will do in English. That's a great one on the day after the game. So if we play on Sunday, it will be Monday. If we play on Saturday, it will be Sunday. And then on my channel, every Thursday, starting from this Thursday that is coming, live with Romeo Agresti again at 11 p.m. Italian time. The latest of Agresti. What are the tests that has been done in training session? Do we have already a predicted lineup? What about Mercato? Who is a player that can possibly leave? Injury update, whatever. And also it will be live, so you will have the chance to ask your question. So that's a great one. And I can't wait to see Timo Weah, Federico Chiesa and Adrien Rabiot in transition. Should be fun and an exciting prospect. Yes. Same for me. I believe that Rabiot will be ready to play, even if Max said today that he still have some question marks. What is the predicted lineup of today? How many do you think that we have right if we are looking at this lineup here? And by the way, thank you. I really want to... Wait. Let me say thank you to Andar Sofyan. Andar Sofyan is a fantastic person. Every time when he has the opportunity, he's going on Twitter, sharing the latest video I made, or a live, or whatever, or sharing a tweet that I did. People are not obliged to, but when they do, really something that I can't say enough thank for. So thank you. And it's not a mystery if we are increasing also our number of subs on the channel. Also thanks to people like Andar Sofia that are doing fantastically well. Thank you for all the support, my friend. Do we have some more news about Juve in the meanwhile? Let me check. People apparently they are not really yet awake. They are not tweeting a lot about what has been said. No, I'm trying to watch a bit. No. It's the birthday of Alessandro Matri, but except of that, not a lot of news at the moment. It is what it is, ragazzi. Okay, it is what it is. So we go to this. How many do we think we found with that lineup? Wait, let me change this. With the lineup that I predicted. So don't tell me the lineup that you want. The lineup that I predicted. I made one change. I put Kostic instead of Cambiaso. Why? Because I'm thinking about the thing. You know who could be potentially the surprise? Could be Hans Nicolucci. But no, my only doubt, honestly, is Cambiaso Kostic, but today Max convinced me a bit more about Kostic. Are we agree? Do you agree with that one? How many do you think I'm right? 11 on 11, 10 on 11, 9 on 11. Don Simon is going with a 10 on 11. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for your support, my friend. GJust family, my brother. New season, new hopes. Let's fight for the jersey and enjoy the journey. Fun and stress is back. All the best for GJustjuve. Oh, all the best for all of you. Have a fantastic season, 23-24. I want to win. I tell you immediately, I want to win. I don't care. I want to win. I want to have a lot of fun. You see, we already started improving here the new press conference backgrounds. We are missing some things. I don't know if you noticed or not that marble ball here. Fantastic. You see the beautiful shadows on the marble ground. Oh, we made some beautiful things. Serie A Fantasy League as a sponsor. It's not my sponsor, but as I'm playing Serie A Fantasy League. By the way, it's the day. Before the 7:30 p.m. Italian time, you have to submit your team. Otherwise, you will already lose points. Lose points. How many do we are in my league? We are at the moment 381 persons. 381 persons participating. We can reach 400. Not bad, huh? Not bad. The names are fantastic, huh? I saw some names that were really, really fantastic of your team. The creativity is fantastic. Band of Mischiefs. Helicopter, Bulgarian Beast, Puma FC. We have Delle Alpi Stars, Empario Milano, Grande Squadra from Ryan Saliba, Cavalli Pazzi, Piemonte Calcio, Allegri Ball, Prem Tarts, Athletics, Juventus 1897, Amo la Pizza. The pizza is always a trendy topic, by the way. Amo la Pizza. Petro Modena. I believe that's a real name. It's gotta be perfect. Oh, this is one of the best names I found. It's gotta be perfect. I can't at the moment see his teams because it's protected, but that's one that I will look for. Mohamed Nesreddin with the team that is called It's Gotta Be Perfect. I don't know you guys, but It's Gotta Be Perfect. It's a fantastic name. Raffaello Franco, Hesham Chiesa. I'm trying to find Fantacalcio FC, when the creativity is high. Alvaro Juve, Keeping It Bucci. Let me check if we have other crazy name. Blanc Noir. Blanc Noir is not bad, huh? White and black. I bianconeri. Sfogliatella di Quagliarella. That's another beautiful name. Juventus. Just Juventus. Black and white tent. GJustjuve. Grande Las. Beautiful names. I like. So don't forget, do your team. How is my team? I can go really fast and then we can go in closure. Of course, we'll speak a small recap. Then I will do it. I will try to do also a video for Berardi. Where are we on Berardi? So where is my team? My team is... Your team hasn't played. No, of course I didn't play. Here. This is my team. This is my team at the moment. The one that I played for today. Yeah. So again, 5:30 p.m. Don't forget Italian time. Pulse FC for Henrik. My team is pretty stacked. Not tactically. So Provedel playing against Lecce. Lazio goalkeeper that will start. Teo Hernandez, Rahmani, and Cambiaso. Even if Cambiaso, I'm not sure if he starts or not. Then I have Papapo. I have Bologna is playing against Milan, and I put Leao there. I'm not sure if Leao will do well in the beginning of the season. Cope Manners against Sassuolo. Zaccagni against Lecce. Chiesa against Udinese. So I have Chiesa. Osimhen against Frosinone. Enzola against Genoa, and Retegui against Fiorentina. I will do a change here. I will be my first sub, Raffia. Second sub, Posh. And third sub, Bijol. That's my team. Okay, more things before we close. Juventus tweeted about, and it was the Women World Cup with Sweden that won the third spot. So we are waiting the final of tomorrow to understand. But Linda Sembrant, Juventus player, she was the last one that was staying, and she is third. Congratulations to her. All the other ones were already going home. Ryzen, my team is pretty stacked. Already read that comment. Hash88, thank you, Beppe, for all the time and effort you are giving to our beautiful community. Hopefully, a season with less injuries and more victories. Fino alla fine. Grazie to you. Beppe, but Gl. What is Gl? Beppe? But I think you are missing on Fantasy Goat Danilo. What is Gl? That I miss Danilo? Could be. But you have to make choices. Huh? How many players of Juve I have? Cambiaso, you can only have max 2 players. Steve Cano is happy for Sweden. It's better when you win the tournament. Third, I never liked that third and fourth game. That's small. I don't care about that. Honestly, for me, they can. It's not fun. Honestly, you lost. Like a few days ago, you just want to cry and go home under the shower. You don't want to play again another game to be third. Anyway, good luck. Thank you, guys. Beppe, are you going to do a live stream on Women's World Cup final? No, because it would be kind of opportunist, like because it's a final, I jump. No, if I would have done like a few games in the tournament, I watched a few games. I really enjoyed it, by the way. Then when France was eliminated, I stopped because Italy was already eliminated and France. I watched with Perrault Maignan. Then I stopped. But no. Today my family goes away. Can I do a watch along in the evening for Inter? No, I do know. I will do a watch along later for Berardi. You want a recap of Berardi or not? Or do we close? Berardi recap or not? Let me know. Because there was that big interview of, and that's why I'm asking if everyone knows. Then it makes no sense sometimes to just repeat for the sake of repeating. But apparently, there was a real interest. There was a real interest of Juve. So the voices of Juve being on the player were true. They were on Berardi. But there is a big interview of full page that you can see here. I will read it. I will try to... I read it yesterday on their online site. I didn't read yet in the paper, so I will do that later. I will try to make a video about it. But apparently, Carnevale said that Juventus didn't respect the deadline. Didn't respect the deadline that was given. That was the 17th of August, so 2 days ago. That Juventus had to give an offer, an official offer. There were some contacts. Berardi wanted to go. They already found an agreement with Juventus. Juventus was on him. They already had one talk. Juventus wanted to bring in some technical parts, so some players where Sassuolo made really clear we already changed a lot and we have already a lot of youth products, a lot of young players that needs to receive a chance. So we are not interested in that. We want cash money. But then you see that the value of Berardi is 35 million euro. And that's where probably Juventus, you said, you know what, you want 35, we don't even call you back. We don't even are interested anymore because he's saying we were ready to negotiate. We were absolutely not too ready to change the date of the 17th of August. For what reason? Because if Berardi was not gone before that time, we had no time anymore to go for a new player to replace Berardi, which I can understand. But what I absolutely don't understand is how it's possible that they are going with kind of agreements on players from Roma. And we are speaking about Missori and Volpato, two players that you never heard about, that are going to Sassuolo for 10 million euro. And they went super fast because you remember the profit, the plusvalenza that Roma had to do to participate to the European competition before the 30th of June. Everything was done deal. It was really fast from Carnevale, and he had the audacity to go in front of microphone saying oh, it's correct to help a team like Roma that is in need. Then Fratesi for Juve was 40 million euro. For Milan, because they just sold Tonali, it was 40 million euro. For Inter, it is 22 plus Mulattieri that has a value of 6 million euro, 28. Fratesi not even being paid immediately. But it's totally correct to go with Inter to help them. They were speaking about Berardi to Lazio, and they were speaking about a price of 20 million euro. For Juve, it's 35. Then I tell you, Carnevali, with all the respect that I have for you, that you are doing a fantastic job with Sassuolo. Huh? I can't deny it. You know, you are a company, a club that doesn't need money, so you can set the price that you want. It's your player, so do whatever you want to. But with these kind of people, ragazzi, I don't support Italian football. I don't give any euro to Italian football, because for me it makes totally no sense to go and spend that money. 35, it's even a provocation. Of course, it would have been less. People like Mr. X is saying Beppe, but it's a bluff. He's bluffing because he wants less. Yeah, of course he wants less, but you can't go with 35 for Berardi that is there since 11 years. You can't. You just can't ask 35 for a player that did everything for your team for 11 years, that is crying to leave, that wants to take the train for the big opportunity of his life. That, oh, I'm happy, huh? I didn't want Berardi. But it's just the principle that is, according to me, absolutely not okay. Every time that Juventus is going to an Italian team, they are asking out of proportion money. Why is it normal to help Roma, that was obliged to do plusvalenza before the 30th of June with 10 million for two unknown players that maybe in the future will be good, Missori, Volpato, but today no. But you are giving a value, and you are giving 6 million euro value to Mulattieri. Never heard about. He's good. I know he's good, but we never heard about him. While Ealing Jr., they already played in Champions League, giving assist in Champions League, already scored with Juventus a goal. You remember that goal that he scored? A player that is an international profile, and you are giving him a value of 10 million euro because you don't want him to join you. You said Juventus, they wanted to give you 20 million euro plus Ealing. According to me, wrong. It's not correct. Then I say, you know what? Ciao. Then, yeah, it is possible because Mercato stops on the 31st. Maybe Berardi will cry because at the moment Berardi is not playing with the team, not training with the team. He's training with the unwanted player, a bit la Bonucci, because he was a bit troubled. Remember when I already told you that he was not playing Coppa Italia? Some people said, yeah, because his son is just born. No, it's because he was thinking about leaving Sassuolo. That has been confirmed. So let's see. I think it can still happen. I wish no, because for a few reasons. Mentally, Berardi is not a player that I like. Technically, he's not a bad player. In Serie A, it's not a bad player. But mentally, it's not a player that I like. Secondly, because I don't want to give any single penny to Sassuolo. We already gave them too much. Between Locatelli, between who else? Who else did we take from Sassuolo, guys? Locatelli and did we already did some deals with Sassuolo more than Locatelli? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm confused now. No, huh? Demiral going there. Zaza, mamma mia, how many players I forgot. Yeah. It's true. Demiral going there, Peluso here. Yeah. Now I remember. No, basta. The King Zaza. Luckily, Andar was there to remember it. Zaza. At the minute 88 against Napoli. It's true. Ravanelli spoke today in Tuttosport, and he said that he spoke with Paul Pogba, and he saw again in him the same big enthusiasm as when he arrived the first time in Torino. He said, Ravanelli, that he is convinced that he will do a great season if, of course, no new injuries are coming. For Juventus, having Pogba and Chiesa at the top of their condition, that can be two fantastic signings. Paul, not Paul Pogba, but Paul, the poll, because we do a poll on the channel. It's a stupid joke, of course, but let's do a poll. Pogba called up tomorrow. No. Oh, wait. Yes, let's start with the positive. No, but Bologna. So that's the second game. No. Not in August. Okay. 3, simple. You can vote. Pogba, will he be called up tomorrow? Udinese. Yes. Simple. Max Allegri, I repeat the words, he said, this afternoon I will evaluate. So he didn't say no, which is beautiful. I always told you he would be called up against Bologna. That's what I always said. Some people, 20%, are voting for no, not in August, maybe in September or later. Oh, ragazzi, you know what? I'm if I am this guy, if Paul is ready, of course, if Paul is ready, because if he's not ready, it makes no sense. But if he's ready, not even to play, I'm not saying to play, but to travel, to be on the bench, not in the tribuna, on the bench. You know that I would take him with me? I would take Paul with me. You know why? Because we spoke so much about enthusiasm. People, tifosi, will be happy to see him, but that's the less important thing. But himself will be happy, being convinced that he's out of that loop. Then he will probably not play. That's not important for tomorrow. But having him on the bench, first of all, you scare the team Udinese, because seeing Pogba on the bench, you don't know if he will enter or not. Until the 5 subs are made, you don't know. So you're scared. Because, if Pogba enters Udinese, do you remember the goal of against Udinese of Paul Pogba? Think about it. Well, having Paul Pogba on the bench, you scare the other ones that you play or not. 2, for him personally, you give him a lot of enthusiasm. You give him really the feeling that he's out of that negative loop. First game, it's symbolic. It's the first game of the season. You don't have to wait next time against Bologna because you don't travel because we are at home. No. First game, you are part of the team immediately. Then, if you play or not, it's something else. I take him. Beppe, manager. I don't know the physical condition, but Beppe, manager, I take him with me. Viens avec moi. Paul, tu viens. And 39% of the people, they voted as I did. Yes, take him. Yes, he will be called up. Not in August. 32%. Still a lot of pessimist people about Paul. And 30% no, but in Bologna. Okay. Mamma mia, I love this kind of background. We need a bit of Do you agree with me? I like the room, the just press conference room. I like it. But we need a bit of... it's empty. We need a bit of things here. No? What do we have to put there? What do we have to put there? So I swear it. I swear it. I knew BT would say plans. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I knew it. Coca-Cola bottle. No. If they sponsor me, I will put Coca-Cola. The coffee mug. True. The coffee mug. Yeah, but the coffee mug where? Because it's not Allegri that is drinking coffee. Yeah? I am drinking coffee. Some trophies. Not bad. But do you see trophies? It's not in the museum, ragazzi. Yeah? We are not in the museum. We are in a press conference. A section where we can put the latest news. I don't know how to do it. Maybe a banner can be. I think about, maybe the pattern of Serie A Fantasy League, of FC24. You already see FC24 for the good eyes. Why? Because, I will play FIFA this season. So you see FIFA, you see Serie A because I'm playing it. You see my logo. Maybe I can put, also my Instagram, TikTok. Oh, speaking about Instagram, ragazzi, I still don't reach. I don't know why. Who are these people? Here. I don't know. Sometimes you follow people and then they go to the beach. Not my fault. But we are here. 9,366. From 10,000, normally, I can create my channel. Like the broadcast channel. But I need 10,000. Without 10,000, I can't. So if you are not yet following me there, guys, follow me so that we create a channel as well there. I don't know, guys. Let's speak about something else. I will avoid all these kind of comments. But you know how it is. You follow someone because of football, and then they go to the beach and they put the picture. It's not my fault. Huh? That's the problem. Why? Pay attention to Instagram. Dolce Vita. No, but it's football. I'm following football. Look, you see, it's all football. You see, football. It's football. It's always football. I follow football, ragazzi. Then you see, football prediction. This is football. Football. It's football. I only do football. Chiellini. You see? IFTV. Football. Sometimes a bit of jokes. But you see, it's football. I'm not a strange person. Sometimes a bit of fashion. Et voilà. Okay, guys. I enjoyed being here with you for 1 hour 50. Now we close, and I will continue to do what I have to do at home. Means continuing to clean and maybe having lunch, maybe spending time. Grazie ragazzi, you were fantastic. Before leaving the room, don't forget, sub on Instagram and put a maximum of like here on the channel. We missed 8 likes before reaching 200, which would be just beautiful and fantastic. I'm waiting for them. Dai ragazzi, dai. 200. Dai. We missed 7. Come on. 6. We missed 6. 3. We missed 3. Ciao Tu. Ciao Mario. Ciao Magget. We missed 1. We reached it. Ragazzi, thank you. Grazie, forza.